One of the issues that we're seeing with EMIR is that the teams that are responsible for EMIR would also be the same individuals responsible for MIFIR. And therefore, it presents an issue where there are concepts within MIFIR that differ with EMIR. So we'll look at a few of those and where firms, from our experience, are making mistakes. So one of those areas is reporting the RTN and the TV tick in MIFIR. So we know, and from what Esma has pointed out, that the RTN is very different to the TV tick. So TV tick, for example, is at transaction level and is issued by the trading venues, whereas the RTN is at order level. So where you have operations teams that deal with both MIFIR and EMIR, it's important to ensure that your processes are reporting the correct identifiers. So in terms of EMIR, you're sticking to what the RTN is. And at the moment, it's still not clear as to how investment firms, CCPs, clearing counterparties will be issuing these RTNs. And it's kind of watch this space to see what happens, but it is important to make that distinction. FX swaps is another area in which there's a distinction between how transactions are reported under MIFIR and how they're reported under EMIR. So FX swaps under MIFIR are reported as two separate transactions for the near leg of the transaction and the far leg. Whereas in EMIR, these should be reported as one FX swap transaction. So it's important to ensure that your trade capture systems are feeding into your reporting systems in a way that's distinct for both EMIR and MIFIR. Another area in which we see firms struggle with is the reporting of third-party venues. So under EMIR, where you execute a trade on a third country venue, the MIC should be populated in the venue field. However, the transaction itself is considered to be OTC. So the other relevant fields should be populated as if it were an OTC transaction. But where we're seeing this being done by clients and others in industry is that you're populating the MIC as XOF to match the other relevant fields. And it's important to understand that distinction and that under EMIR, the MIC of the third country venue should be populated in the venue field. Here at Comply, our tools encompass not only validation rules, but also these market practices and things that we're seeing around in the market, and they're all encompassed into our rules. And therefore, things like MIC codes missing or the reporting of FX swaps would be covered within our tool, and therefore giving you the confidence that your reporting is in line with the requirements.